Hi. Happy Thursday. It is August 14th, and this is the Knit and Purl Podcast, episode 15, title, What a Week. You can find the show notes for this podcast on the knitandpurl-doris.blogspot.com. On social media, I am One Fine Cow on Ravelry and Twitter. I am One Fine Design on Facebook and Etsy, and I am Doris M. Smith on Instagram. This podcast has a Ravelry group called the Knit and Purl. The Purl is P-E-A-R-L, podcast group. We have 25 members, and with that includes 3 new members this week. Those new members are Fernanda M., who is Fernanda from Connecticut. We have Deb C. Quilts, who is Deb from North Liberty, Iowa. And we have Zelator, who is Christine from the United Kingdom. Welcome you all. On YouTube, we have 63 subscribers this week. That's added 5 for the week. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining the Ravelry group and for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Thank you so much. If you are a returning visitor, I say thank you for coming back. And if you are new to this podcast, I say come on in, get you something to drink. I have Fresca, some knitting, and just sit down and relax and knit and listen. Maybe you'll find something interesting or entertaining, whatever comes. Yeah. Our group on Ravelry, we're having an August knit along this week, or this month. Okay, so it's August knit along for the month of August. The knit along is a hat, any hat pattern from Ravelry. The rules are you must be a member of the group to qualify for prizes. The hat needs to be started August 1st or after, and with it ending on August 31st. Let me make sure there is a 31st. There is a 31st, August 31st. We'll close the thread then. You can have 2 entries per person. There is no chatter on the contest thread. Chatter thread is available and may also be prize oriented if there's enough chatter. So chatter away. Have fun and make those hats, and the prizes will be announced at a later date. So I'm having trouble figuring out what to do for prizes. Because you know how Forrest Gump would say, I'm not a smart man. Well, I'm not a rich woman. So it's kind of hard to give away a $20 gift every time. It might be one of my homemade pouches. It might be some stitch markers, or it might be something from my stash. I promise by next week I will tell you what the prize will be. I know it's kind of lame to have a knit along and not have the prizes announced, but let's just knit some hats, okay? Getting ready for winter and Christmas gifts and, whatever. So this week, moving right along, we're going to go to stash enhancements. And I have one piece for new in my stash. Comes to you courtesy of the Knit Spin Farm, Joanne. I got some of her fiber. It's the Clon Forest Roving, 4 ounces. From her Etsy shop, knitspinfarm.etsy.com. She's awesome. I love her. So I got some fiber. It's really cool looking. It's rustic. It still has veggie matter in it, if you can see some. So I got 4 ounces of this roving, and I'm kind of excited about it because, so you can see the little pieces. Veggie matter, which, kind of easy to pick out once you start. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to spin it, apply it, and then try my hand at dyeing with Kool-Aid. I've never done it before, so kind of excited, kind of like, yep, kind of excited. I need to research. I don't know exactly all of the process of Kool-Aid dyeing. I know that you can dye wool or animal fiber with Kool-Aid. So I'm going to spin it and dye it. Spin it, apply it, and dye it. 4 ounces. Clun Forest Roving from Knit Spin Farms. Joanne. Thank you. Put it back in the bag. Move along. That's all of my stash enhancement this week. Light week. This week's story. I have a problem sharing my personal stuff because I don't want people to be bored and say, oh, would she just get on with the knitting? But I have to share this story of this week because I have to give a big thank you to new member Deb C. Quilts. Because you see, I was having a really bad week. So to start out with, my left knee started hurting again. If you're a listener anytime, you know that I was having some struggles with my knee hurting and everything. So it started hurting again before we went to the wedding. So I trudged through the wedding and, I dealt with it, but it was uncomfortable. So I went to the doctor, my regular doctor, on Tuesday. They took an x-ray. There's no arthritis. Thank you. But there is some space loss. So they're thinking there's some kind of cartilage damage. So I had an MRI. He scheduled an MRI for Friday. I went Tuesday. He scheduled an MRI for Friday. So, okay. So he didn't schedule. He, said, and I called and I scheduled it for Friday. Did all the pre-registration. Nowadays when you do pre-registration for any kind of medical, they say, it's going to be this much money, but if you pay it today, you will save 25%. So I did all that. I paid it, whatever. And so Friday morning, suffering through the week, I'm hurting, I'm in pain, I'm thinking about getting in this MRI that I don't know anything about. Nervous, upset. So Friday morning, I know I've got to be at this place by 2 o'clock. So I'm anxious to get everything done. And so then things happened at work and people were dogging me at work for things that wasn't my responsibility. And all I was thinking about was, I've got to get out of here. I've got to be at the place at 2. I need to find out what's wrong with my knee so that, we can do something and get it over with because I'm tired of hurting. So all that happened at work. And then I get a call. The doctor calls and says the MRI has been canceled because your insurance won't pay for it. You have to go to an orthopedic. So upset. I had already been in tears over the work situation. I was in more tears because I thought I want to get this resolved, but now I have to go jump through more hoops. Excuse me, my nose is itchy. Well, so all of that's going on. I'm horribly upset. And I'm trying to calm down. I'm trying to deal with everything. And I open up Instagram and there's this big picture of me. Ugh. I'm like, what is this? So Deb from Deb C. Quilts put me out there on Instagram saying, this is a new to her podcast. She was just putting me out there. Made me feel so much better and excited, and it just made my day a whole lot better. So thank you, Deb, very much, and thank you for joining the group and all of that. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you found me. That's all. So anyway, on with the story. Went to an orthopedic on Monday. He said the same thing the other doctor said. There's probably some kind of cartilage damage. And I had my MRI today. Wow. I am very claustrophobic, so I was like, open MRI, open MRI, open MRI. I don't want to be in two. So when I got there and I got the papers all filled out, the guy goes, "Are you claustrophobic?" Yes. Would you think about? No, I don't want to be in the regular MRI. I know. Open. No, you don't understand. You don't want to try it? No, I don't want to try it. So anyway, so he said that they would find out the information tomorrow and then go from there. I don't know. I just know that it feels okay today. There's pain every once in a while and it's uncomfortable. But I don't want to wait and then in 2 weeks, have it come back full force again. Okay. That is all of my story. Now, let's get on with the knitting, shall we? Finished objects. I have a finished object that's totally finished. I finished spinning it last week, and it has been bathed and blacked. It is the Malabrigo Noob. Wait a minute. Okay, Malabrigo Noob. The colorway is this. I got 176 yards. Yay! I told you last week, or I will repeat it. You can see right here. I have a knot issue. It broke a lot during the spinning. With spinning, you can correct that, but during the ply, I had a lot of breaks. So there's knots. I'm okay with it. It's very soft. It's very nice. I like the color. It's pretty. It's fairly even. There's still some mixed, it's puffy and thin and thick. But I got 176 yards. Yay! And I love it. It's so soft. It's probably going to be a cowl. I think so. If I can find one that has 176 yards. So that is my only finished object. So it's still a little wet. I need to leave it open and take it back down and hang it up again. It's still just a little damp. That's all the finished. Okay. Keep with this. Okay. Works in progress this week. The sweater I'm not even gonna bring out. I did pull off the button band, and that and my socks are kind of in hibernation right now. So they'll come back out soon. So my washcloth, which is and it's living in a Neil Pottery yarn bowl on my desk. So when I don't feel like pulling anything else out, I'll pull this out. I'm tangled up. Get off of here. Okay, I'm almost done with the pink. This light pink So I got quite a bit done from last week to this week, because I think I was like right about here. So there's like 2 or 3 pattern repeats. I can't see if you can see this. So I told you I'm using up, this is the green from the other washcloth I made, and then the pink is from another washcloth that I made, the one that was too small. And then I'm going to finish off with this. Okay, so the first pieces were, okay, this is a pattern from Michelle Mattingly called Wash Your Face Washcloth. Let me get my show notes where I can read them a little bit better. It's a free pattern on Ravelry in cotton classic, 100% mercerized cotton. The green colorway is 3725. The pink is 3446. Knitting on size 3, 3.25. Stitch Berries, 40-inch circular. And this color is going next, which is a Patton's Grace, which is also 100% mercerized cotton in the colorway. What is the colorway? Lotus is the name. And the number is 1210. Anyway, Patton's Grace is going on next to finish it off. That's the washcloth. Okay. Second, my hitchhiker in a Joanne Springs Knit Spin Farm bag. And oh, there's some fiber. Wow. So there's a lot of fiber on it. Can you say craft area? So my hitchhiker, which is a bot patterning on Ravelry from Martina Bem. Oh, shoot. I was going to bring my sock for another time. I was going to actually bring in my socks from, I was thinking of my podcast as I was getting MRI'd, and I was going to bring out my socks from this, but I forgot. So there's always next time. So here's my hitchhiker. So it's a bot pattern from Martina Bem, and I'm knitting it on the yarn is Barnett Sock, 60% acrylic, 40% nylon. Can't see it. Colorway Hippie Hot on my 2.75 Hiya 40-inch circulars. I am on, let me count, I think this is, let me see. Sorry folks, you're gonna have to watch me count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34. Okay, 44 teeth. I told you. Oh, here's where I was last week. A little progress, but remember, these are really long rows. Okay, so I said I was going to 50, and I think I am going to 50s just to make it, you know, you can never have too long of a scarf, but too short, don't like. So it wasn't feeling long enough for me, so I'm going up to 50 teeth because I have enough yarn, I believe. Yeah, I got enough yarn to go to 50. So here's what the yarn thing looks like. Hippie hot. So maybe next week I'll remember, or I'll just stick my sock in here, one of the socks from this pattern, from this color. And last but not least, I started my hat. And it's in a 31 pouch that is thermal. And if you've been watching for long, I got this at Knit and Caboodle closeout sale. So the yarn is, oh, let me just read what I have here. I'm doing the garter ear flap hat. The pattern is a free pattern on Ravelry from Pearl Soho. I really like her. I really like her as a designer. I've knit several of her things, of her hats and other things that she has. So this, I love this yarn. Oh my goodness. So love it. It just, so cool. I like the way that different patterns show up. Okay, let me read more. The yarn is Universal Yarns Deluxe Worsted in Instant Print. The colorway is 120-03. I'm knitting it on I'm knitting it magic loop on the pattern calls for 6 and numbers US 6 and 7. So you start out with 7 and 8. You start out with the 8s and then you switch to the 7s. And I'm knitting on my Addi Turbos 40-inch circular. I like the pattern so far and I love the yarn. Love the yarn. Deluxe Instant Print. It says, knit, relax, smile, repeat. I must find more of this yarn. I really like it. Really, really like it. It's from Made in Turkey. And there is a website. I might have to go get some. Look how, was I showing you? Okay, anyway, enough of that. So, that is all the works in progress, the finished process. I do have spinning. I am spinning this BFL and Sparkle 70% Blue Face Luster, 30% Firestar. I bought two 2 ounces. The colorway is Lady Godiva. So I bought two 2 ounces. I've just finished spinning. This is the first 2 ounces. They're so pretty. So it's like an off-white with sparkle. Yeah, there's a big bunk. So pretty thin. So my plan for this, I'm in the process of spinning the second 2 ounces. And I will apply. And I want to Kool-Aid dye this too. That is the plan. I was at the point where this is the last fiber that I had left. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if I can do just white and sparkle. It's like an off-white, you know. So this is going to be a Kool-Aid dyed yarn. That's the spinning. Okay, so we're at the point in the show where we look at some Pinterest. So Pinterest, I really like the life hack things. And so this is 12 insane life hacks that will change everything. It is on the website is Cosmopolitan. It was put up on May 23rd, 2014. Here we go. Okay. Sometimes you hear a genius piece of wisdom and wonder how you went through life without even knowing about it. Like, if you shake your iPhone, you can recover the very important note that you accidentally erased. Didn't know that. Okay, so anyway, I'm not going to read this. We're just going to go through the life hacks. Accidentally text the wrong person. So you immediately put your phone in the airplane mode, and once it fails to deliver, then you can delete the message and they never got it. So these are the way they look. If you can see that, it's kind of cool. It's like little text message things. Get unlimited skips on Pandora when you open an incognito tab. You can type in B and W, negative, or sepia, whatever that color, as a caption for Snapchat to turn it black and white. So your Snapchat picture will be turned black and white, or it's a negative, or in that sepia tone. I don't know how to say it. Okay. Very important life hack. Easy to make ice cream sandwiches. I'm just going to show you the picture. This is a must know. You see that? You just cut the Ben & Jerry's, put it between two cookies. Very important life hack, must say. You are more likely to memorize what you've written if you write it in blue ink. Okay? Put pancake batter in a ketchup bottle to make no-mess pancakes. You can ask for your burrito to be wrapped in a cheese quesadilla instead of a normal flour tortilla at Chipotle. That seems like another important life hack. If you need some free Wi-Fi, best places to go are Panera, McDonald's, the Apple Store, Office Depot, Staples, or Courtyard Marriott. Here's an important one if you have long hair. It says, insert bobby pins into your ponytail holder vertically to prop up your ponytail for a fluffier, more voluminous look. So here it shows you how to do it, where to stick it, the bobby pins, and then it shows a before ponytail and an after ponytail. Okay, accidentally erase something that you just typed on your iPhone. To undo that, you just shake your phone. I didn't know that. Study your notes within 1 day after taking them. The retention rates are 60% higher. Okay, how to make a skivvy roll. This is like for packing. You put an outfit, like a t-shirt, a pair of shorts, your underwear. You start out with the t-shirt, then you put your items in, you fold it, you add socks. Where's that? Yeah, you add socks right here. Then you finish rolling it up and you put the socks over the ends. You roll the socks back up over the ends, and then you just have a tube to shove in your suitcase. Also, it says it's an easy way to save space when packing. And we've come to the end of the life hacks. We've come to the end of 12 insane life hacks that will change everything. And it's on Cosmopolitan. I That's the website, Cosmopolitan. Or you can go to Pinterest and type in life hacks. That's what I did because I was really struggling to find something interesting on Pinterest today that wasn't food. So I cheated and typed in life hacks because I like life hacks. Moving along. To Stumble Upon, which is an awesome application where you can stumble from place to place and find neat little items. Okay, what was I doing? 8 things to remember when everything goes wrong. Where was it? Can we go back? Can we go back? Back. Oh, okay, liked. We're going to the like. Come on now. Excuse me, please. I just liked it. Okay, here we go. 8 things to remember when everything goes wrong. Like my Friday. This is on the Listvina magazine website. 8 things to remember when everything goes wrong. I'll show you the pic. There's the website. There's the picture. And the words. 8 things to remember when everything goes wrong. So, here are a few reminders to help motivate you when you need it the most. Sometimes life closes doors because it's time to move forward. That's a good thing because we often won't move unless circumstances force us to. When times are tough, remind yourself that no pain comes without a purpose. Move on from what hurt you, but never forget what it taught you. Just because you're struggling doesn't mean you're failing. Every great success requires some type of worthy struggle to get there. Good things take time. Stay patient and stay positive. Okay, that's just the beginning. So the 8 things to remember. Pain is part of growing. Number 1. Number 2, everything in life is temporary. Number 3, worrying and complaining changes nothing. Wow. I need to remember that. Your scars are symbols of your strength. Every little struggle is a step forward. Other people's negativity is not your problem. What's meant to be will be eventually. No. Okay, let me say that again. What's meant to be eventually. Why can't I read today? What's meant to be will eventually be. And lastly, before I totally botch this up, the best thing you can do is to keep going. And there's a link if you want to read the full article. This gives a link. So, 8 things to remember when everything goes wrong. Okay, that is the end of this podcast. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you will come again. I'm here every week. Like I said, I promise next week I will have a concrete answer to the prize for the August knit along. So far, August 14th, there is not a hat listed yet. Of course, I just started mine a little bit ago, a couple days ago, so let's get them out there. And again, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing and for joining the Ravelry group. And please, if you're watching for the first time and just join the group, subscribe, thumbs it up, give me a comment, and I'll see you next week. Bye.